logging out of work tonight, thankful that I have a job, a full-time job that has excellent benefits. I also was thinking about a few different things, like, why is it that we, as adults, are willing to spend $35 a month for Ancestry.com, and we're able and willing to spend $20 a month for Match.com, but we're not willing to pay $20 a month for Sturge-Weber. Yes, I would love to find a husband and a fur parent for my dogs, which is why I spent the money. And I would love to know why it is the way that my family is the way it is. So we are all so in our own ways and in our own heads and so caught up in me that I even have to ask myself, why is it that I am not spending even $10 a month on auto deduct to the foundation? Why are we so inside ourselves? This is not about me. This is not about needing a fur husband or a fur dad, or, a significant other. It's about quality of life, right? It's about the fact that my family has been blessed, that they can buy me a brand new car with the blind spot monitors and the lane assist and the highway assist that I still have to reteach myself how to drive on highway because I don't have the vision. And I have to take that fear out of my life to actually drive and be independent now that I have this Wonder Woman car that I don't think about the other kids with Sturge-Weber all that often. I'm fighting burnout. They don't get to make the decision if they want to stay another day in the job that has worn them down. They don't get the option to spend $34 on Ancestry, but you can't get out of it because then they'll charge you and it's shenanigans. I've known so many kids this past 36 years. So many. And they are blind, and they are nonverbal, but they give so much joy and so much love to their families and honestly to their physicians. I know that you guys are family. You treat us, you help innovate, you are the ones that are saying, here, let me help you reduce the purple. Let's, give you the skin peel for actual reasons as opposed to societal beauty because it says so. I just wish we took just a little bit more time to think about what that $10 at Starbucks can do, or what could I actually do with that $34 at Ancestry that would multiply volumes if I gave it to Sturge-Weber. It's so easy, and I will help them figure out a way that they can do that so it's mindless and we don't have to think about it. But not everybody gets the new car. Not everybody has the amazing pleasure to be able to see and work. I live with my mom because I have to. It's a medical thing. But it's also the fact that, there are kids that don't even really get to be mad about it because they don't have the mental capacity to be mad about it. They don't have the ability to say, you know what, you are suffocating the life out of me today, and you were helicopter parenting, and you're pissing me off, which was not today. But there are some parents like that, and there are some days when you just want to be 36 in your own apartment, in your own house, in your own car, with your own color scheme. It's just the way that it is, and I do not ever get to have that for so many reasons. And I'm just saying that so that we can remember that, you know, when we spend that extra $20 at TJ Maxx, or we spend that extra $20 at Target, that could be $20 to help us do something great. That's $20 that I have to spend going and using Uber because I can't drive highway, or I wasn't able to drive highway before the magic car. And I just don't trust myself to drive the magic car, right? So what is it that you do just and take absolutely for granted that you haven't thought about in a while? What about that second house that I would love to crash at for a week so that I could have some time by myself as a 36-year-old to breathe? You know, what would that look like? How much money would that cost for us as the young adults with Sturge-Weber that are higher functioning could go on a retreat and live and not have to worry about all the conference stuff? What would that look like if we were able to actually see the genome, to see the ins and outs of how our body is and why it is? I know that I have no eyebrows because I had the laser on them. So they're there, but it doesn't look like it because that was laser. Things we didn't know in 1986. It's just so easy to get caught up in ourselves and in the partying and the drinking, which I had to give up because I had an ischemic stroke. Yeah, that was an excellent birthday. I don't wear high heels anymore because I've had so many falls because of the depth perception. I loved New York. It was my safe place, but I couldn't be the person that society wanted me to be. I couldn't wear the heels. I couldn't drink. I couldn't party. I couldn't do all of those things. And if you can, and if you do, and that's your thing, that's totally cool. Like, you know, I would totally love to go back to the Carrie Bradshaw days of my 20s. It would be amazing. You know, but I have one hemisphere that works. Just one. I have a master's, sure. Doing absolutely nothing with it. We're all meant to sparkle, and we're all meant to shine. And anyone who knows me knows that anything that sparkles is my favorite thing. And if you think about how diamonds are formed, and how it's coal that has intense heat and intense pressure, that turns into those glimmering rocks. That's our lives with Sturge-Weber. Every day. You know, I've gotten into looking at volcanoes too. Same thing. They do crazy, crazy things, and then they harden into place. We just get so tired. We get so tired of fighting and battling. So just think about what you can get and what you can do and how much life you can make better for someone. Not even me. We're just talking about the ones that are nonverbal or that are blind or that are both, who have parents that are in, you know, a country that is not as wealthy as we are, or where your hometown is from, that doesn't have the laser treatments, that doesn't have the good health care, that is struggling every day just to figure out how to stay alive and feed their kids. Like our parents, they need a retreat too. They need to learn how to not be helicopter parents, for freak's sake. They need to say, all right, like, what is the limits that we can test with our kid? There's so many things that we could do just to improve quality of life a little bit. I mean, hell, even like, an Uber fund would be amazing. Like, yeah. I will literally hug every single one of you when I see you at a Sturge-Weber conference. And if I haven't, you can yell at me for that. Because you are family. Whether it's $5 or 20 or 200,000, which my mother would love, and I would need proof of her actually passing out. Actually, that's not true. She wouldn't pass out, but that would be ridiculous. And like the most ridiculous, awesome, amazing thing. I know that it's tough. But if I can yell at myself for 10 minutes about the fact that I'm paying so much stupid amounts of money for Ancestry that is not really disposable income, we can give that $20, $30 to the foundation just because.